You go bottom now. You got your Boots of Travels. You have another Tempest double. You got bots now. Your bots to top your double. And then you try to get out. Okay. So here's a very good example of like, you don't want to fight with your hero where you just want to kind of fight with your clone. So if you use your Tempest double, I think it's better to just keep your clone here and actually put your hero in the position where it's safe. So if you see like 3 or 4 heroes bottom, keep your hero top, right? And keep your clone bottom. Let the clone be the one, you know, tanking the ganks and you doing damage with your clone. Because if you die, then that means your clone dies for the duration of your death. And you're not farming on the map. So at least even if your clone dies or whatever, you can summon another one, you know, 40 seconds later. And at the same time, you're still farming. That's what's important with Arc Warden. That you keep farming. You never stop farming. Every time you watch Miracle, you can see he's always like the highest net worth. And he's always like trying to dodge fights with this hero early game.
If you like our content, please do like and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click the notification button below so you will be notified when a new video will be released.
Carry Arc Warden. Replay analysis of Venom. So you start with Magic Stick because you know it's a Bristleback. Really good start. 6 Tangles, Fairy Fire. I like your item build a lot. Really nice. You got plenty of status in this lane. You have an Invoker for support. Okay. So, first things first, range creep coming. You're focusing on the last hit, which is nice and all, but I think here it's already a really good opportunity for you to drop a Spark Wraith. Either you get the last hit here on this range creep, or you're going to hit one of these guys and they're going to take a bunch of damage off the Spark Wraith, right? There's a really good chance for you to just drop a Spark Wraith right here on this range creep while you're going for the last hit, because you know they're going to go for the deny. If they don't go for the deny, they're afraid of your Spark Wraith, then you'll get the last hit instead. So either way, it's a win-win situation. Huge win-win, actually. That would have been a really good trade there. And because you have a magic stick, you need to be a bit more liberal, like with your usage of spells. Like, you just throw it out there. Because you're playing against, like, you know, Bristleback. You're gonna get so much mana in this game. So you can keep spamming your spell out. Because winning lanes with Arc Warden is really, really nice. Especially against these double melee dudes. So here, again, range creep getting low. Perfect chance. Drop another Spark Wraith right there. In the middle. And then one of the heroes will get hit and whatever. As you can see right now, you got like 4 mana. You're not really like utilizing anything at the moment. So, and that way you don't also push the lane out, like, because you're gonna just isolate the Wraith with like a range creep and 2 heroes instead of really creeps too. Got Flux. And here is really good time. Ask your support to go and pull the lane, pretty much. And get this lane back right here. This is really important because the wave is here, and if you guys don't go and pull this lane back, that means this wave is gonna stay here for another 2 more waves, and it's really, really bad. And this guy is gonna get so much more experience, and you guys are not gonna be able to punish them because they're under the tower, gaining the extra bonuses here. Like, all this harass, it's not worth it versus actually pulling the lane back. So for 2 waves, it went in. Like, this Invoker has no idea that he needs to pull the lane back, and this is where you need to help him. You need to help your support guy. Be like, hey, just pull the lane. Pull the lane, please. Lane pushes, pull the lane. You know, you gotta, it's like you're like a broken record, pretty much. You gotta ask that guy to pull the lane. Because him sitting there with you, side by side, is not gonna accomplish anything whatsoever. So you guys end up killing the Bristleback. Easy kill. Yikes. Oof. There you just kind of back off, right? And here's another perfect example of, because the lane doesn't pull, you guys did not put the lane back, the wave is up here, they can just run you guys down and you guys just die double kill, right? But if you pull the lane back and you're over here, now you guys have the chance to run them down the lane using Cold Snap and Spark Wraiths and Flux and whatnot spells. So here already, 4 minutes in, you guys could have been absolutely demolishing this game. Had the Invoker just put the lane back whenever it got pushed out. So you got 2 Wraith Bands and you're going Midas. Really good build for Arc Warden. Ooh, don't get the last sale, okay, but that's okay. It's not important. Like, these kills actually are not important. Okay, so I want you to remember that, Venom, right? Because When your opponent's low like this, that means they cannot come into the lane, they cannot farm, they cannot contest you for any losses, right? So let them go. Let them go. Focus on the creeps, right? These creeps, you're never going to get them back. As soon as they die, you're never going to get them back. These bristleback, this tiny, they can't do anything to you anymore anyway. So you're like up here. If you cannot get the last spark rate to hit on this guy, fine. Let him go. Whatever. Not a problem. And then you should be like focusing on getting these last hits already. As you can see, like you're trying, you spent a little bit more mana, and then you know you lost like 4 creeps because this invoker actually sneakily stole your last hits. Maybe he thought you were the support. And here invoker should be taking the bounty in here, and he should be taking the bounty in there too. But he's not actually playing like he's a core or something. Bristleback is very weak to you right now, so it's really good. So you have tangles too, and if let's say your support is not pulling, just tangle these trees and just pull it yourself, right? Like you can just push the lane out and pull the creeps yourself, and that way you get extra farm. This camp, you should always see it as like extra farm for you at some point. So you just push the lane out, pull, farm. And then the next wave will come into your tower, you farm another wave, boom. You got a burst of gold. And you're gonna get so much XP and gold just off of that. There's Spear Breakers here now. And this is a perfect chance for you to fight because your Spear Breakers right here. So this is where like you don't want to be ignoring the heroes. You want to be ignoring the creeps because they're not going anywhere. They're gonna be staying right in front of you. And you want to be killing this Bristleback right now. This is a perfect time to kill the Bristleback. Flux him, you know, Wraith him. You got 2 other heroes here with you. Should be pretty good kill. Perfect. You got 15 sticks, you got an ultimate. Double flux, nice damage. Oh, that's gotta feel bad. You had a fairy fire, you had 6 stick charges. Oh no. Oh no, Venom. No, that's gotta feel bad and a half. Not getting that free kill on the Bristleback who's level 7. It would have got you so much experience. But you're gonna come back here. I don't get it anyway. So now you got a Midas. You shove the lane out bottom first. Kill the Bristleback. You get some gold. You die because of the tiny again. And here, let's see what you do. Right? What your next move is. So you TP back to bottom with your clone. Was it your clone? Oh no, you TP mid with your clone. You use your Midas, and then you TP top with your hero. I love this. So you do not TP bottom, you TP top. So you can start trying to pressure that lane, but too bad there's a Lysander still there, so you decide to go into a triangle and farm. Perfect. This is exactly what you gotta do. I think it would have been nice if you actually got like a stack or something, but that's okay. Now you're making your way into a Maelstrom. You go middle because you see the Lysander still top. You start pushing the mid lane out. Really good movement. You put some pressure on the mid, and now you go back top. You drop a clone on the mid lane. You get that farm, and you're still farming top at the same time. Really nice. So the only reason why your last hits is not like miracle level and you don't have 100 plus right now is because you didn't prioritize the lane creeps in the laning stage a little bit more, but you did get like kills for it, some kills for it, so it's still okay. But after the laning stage, like your movement so far has been pretty good at playing top, playing around middle, and not playing bottom, and just focusing on your farming. Now you drop a clone. I believe your clone has a Midas up. Right, yeah. And you use a catapult to take this tower. You see Lysander, you instantly TP out. This is amazing. But you TP to bottom. You have catapult here. So I think in these situations, instead of TPing bottom, I think the best thing to do is probably just TP to one of the tier 2 towers instead and just farm, right? Like, this is the point in the game where you're not really focused on fighting, you're focused on farming and getting your items up and hitting those timings way faster than your opponent. You're too late for some ass, okay. Yeah. So here would be a perfect chance for you to just have TP to tier 2, farm here, farm here, farm here, make your way back middle, farm this, push it out, and then make your way back to top and keep going and farming. I don't think this is the time for you to like fight with your team or be in a position where your teammates need to help you and fight with you or something. You just want to get your levels right now and get your items up. So you're going for MKB first. I still think the Mjolnir was probably the right choice, or the Maelstrom at least was the right choice. I don't think going for like MKB first is that important. I like the Maelstrom build because it allows your clone to like, you know, push out creep waves much faster and even solo kill people and stuff. And the effect, the active effect is really good too. You can put on your Spear Breaker, you can put on your Pudge, whoever, and it'll be nice. Oh, did you send your Imclaw back? You'd rather keep Iron Talon? I think Imclaw is good damage for you and your clone. So for me the best build is like go Maelstrom and just go Boots of Travels, and then use the Boots of Travels to like push out the side lanes and use that Boots of Travels Maelstrom here or to fight for you, and then you just farm with your main Arc Warden. Oh, there we go, there's the Imclaw, it's back. It's back! Because right now in this game you should already have like you should have more than 10,000 net worth with the kind of start that you've had. 100%. If you have like 10,000 net worth by 20 minutes, you can believe that you're doing okay for yourself.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And if you had Maelstrom, I think you would already have it. You can already see right now, like you've had these useless items for some time. You're also holding an extra 2,000 gold. It doesn't feel that good. It really doesn't feel that good. MKB will come to you so much faster if you had Maelstrom first, and then you got your Boots of Travels, and then you kept farming and farming and farming because now you have your farming tools, and those tools also allow you to fight. And then you get your like big fighting tool items like MKB or whatever you may want, and then you fight after that, because you want to spend your early to mid game amplifying your farming speed and focusing on that when you're playing with Arc Warden. You can get kills if they're free, but you shouldn't like put yourself like get yourself like put yourself out of like go out of your way pretty much to get kills. Alright, Mr. TA, you were hitting a clone the whole time, not the real Arc Warden. So now you have your MKB. So you see how like you only have 10,000 now, we're 23 minutes in. But if you go Maelstrom, Boots of Travels, like even if you don't get all these kills, if you were just farming pretty much, you would already have like 12,000 net worth right now. And if you were farming and fighting, you might even have 13,000 net worth right now. But your item decision kind of like slowed down your farming potential pretty much. Nice kill. You go bottom now, you got your Boots of Travels. You have another Tempest double. You got bots now. Your bots to top your double. And then you try to get up. Okay, so here's a very good example of like you don't want to fight with your hero where you just want to kind of fight with your clone. So if you use your Tempest double, I think it's better to just keep your clone here and actually put your hero in the position where it's safe. So if you see like 3 or 4 heroes bottom, keep your hero top, right? And keep your clone bottom. Let the clone be the one, you know, tanking the ganks and you doing damage with your clone. Because if you die, then that means your clone dies for the duration of your death. And you're not farming on the map. So at least even if your clone dies or whatever, you can summon another one, you know, 40 seconds later. And at the same time, you're still farming. That's what's important with Arc Warden. That your you keep farming. You never stop farming. Every time you watch Miracle, you can see he's always like the highest net worth, and he's always like trying to dodge fights with this hero early game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Again, here, perfect, right? You died. You pretty much died. Why? Because you're keeping your hero in the fights, in the dangerous places on the map. Only keep your clones on the dangerous places on the map. Here, if you're top and even your teammates like get an engagement bottom, doesn't matter. Like they should understand that you're not gonna enter the fight. You're not gonna fight with them, and you're gonna split push top lane or whatever. And then you have a clone bottom. You can summon another clone. You can send it bottom again, and you could be split pushing top. And then maybe you're even taking this tier 2 tower right now if they decide to fight bottom with the opponent team. So your team still loses the fight here, and you're also dead. That means you're not farming either. You're not farming. Your team still lost the fight. It's like a disaster in every way possible. And it all started because we put our hero in a very dangerous position on the map instead of just leaving the clone there and putting our hero in the safe position on the map.
Balance the scale.
And right now both the TA and the Lifestealer have very high net worths.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The 90 TP bottom, you left your clone top. You see bottom is a safe area to farm. You see other heroes in the mid lane.
Dire's top tower is under
You go back, then you put the clone bottom to push it. Then you go jungle with your real Arc Warden, really good. This is exactly what you need to be doing. Keep farming with your real hero. You never stop farming with your real hero. Never stop farming. Another fight breaks out. You come down here. You just cast some spells, get a kill on the bristleback.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower.
Take the tier 2 tower bottom because it's 3 versus 5. Now you buy Maelstrom. So, you know, you got the right build, but it should be the other way around, right? Where you buy the Maelstrom first and then you buy the MKB later. You drop a clone middle. And
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
so this is another situation again where you put your hero in a dangerous position and you put your clone in a safe position, right? So like here you go up into this high ground and this is your hero, right? This is a super dangerous position. This is exactly where your opponent is. Where should you be right now instead? You should be top lane, right? You know TA is mid and you see tiny bottom, right? The two killers of Dire team are showing on the map. That means the fastest place that they can get to is right here, where you are. What you need to be doing is you need to already be TPing top preemptively, understanding where you have a safe place to farm and just keep farming. You never stop farming. You never stop farming. That's the secret to Arc Warden. You never stop farming with your hero. You just join fights when it's convenient for you, but you never look for the fights with Arc Warden. So you go on this Bristol, but you're just putting yourself out of position going on this Bristol back. You should already be here, and you should be picking up this 400 gold right here, Midasing, picking up another 300 gold over here, farming this for another 200 gold, dropping another Tempest double, pushing bottom for another 300 gold. Boom. Just like that, you farm like 1,000 something gold. But instead, Sag, you're dead. Feels bad, man. Our clone died too. Our Midas is off cooldown. Oh no, it's all a disaster everywhere. It feels bad.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And then the opponent is like diving us in our tier 4s. Sag.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You see how you see the chain reaction that happened here? It's crazy, right, Venom? How one little play of like just standing on a high ground here can lead into your opponent's diving tier 4s and, you know, pushing high ground already. And you guys went down like 6,000 net worth lead, I think, here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Scanning. Roshan has fallen.
So you clone, go bottom, hero goes top. You're going for Pike next. Attack range, mobility, clone, go bottom again. real hero goes top because you see people bottom. This is good. This is exactly what you gotta do. But you wanted to be doing this obviously, you know, earlier in the game. Before you had this. But you're good, like, you know you need to farm, you know how to cast your spells, you know where to put your stuff mostly. Just keep believing in it, you know, keep trusting the process of how to win the games with your hero. Now you TP to the top lane, you kill this Lysander first. You're just kind of playing behind your allies. Lysander dies really quickly again. You have another clone available. Clone, you send it mid. Push top, you have 4 dead. Take the tower, push bottom with another with a clone. Illusion escape. Top. You have a clone. Keep using it off cooldown too. Like, don't stop using it off cooldown. It's so good to just keep using it. You push mid. Your teammates are sitting on the high ground bottom. You're almost level 25. Big.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And you're going for a Hex next item this game. Okay, not bad. I think Satanic is also very good for you. Satanic or Scotty? Scotty is actually amazing against Lifestealer and Bristleback. Damn, that, holy smokes, I just realized Legion's damage, 380. Crazy. So you actually haven't been using a Tempest double for some time now, haven't you? Let's go back and see like when the last time you used your Tempest double was. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, like this is a 26-second cool, like a 26-second duration with a 34-second cooldown, right? You have a 12-second downtime. You just want to keep popping it off cooldown no matter what. Just keep popping it, keep shoving top lane, keep shoving other lanes, jungle creep, whatever it is that you may want. Yeah. I think the spell is just staying on cooldown just a little bit too long in my opinion. Just use it. It's okay. Like if a fight breaks out, you might not have it for like 2 or 3 seconds, but it'll always be up later for the fights. So here, TA and Lysander. Efficiency is everything on Arc Warden. You hex the TA, nice. Uh-oh. So I'm gonna go back a little bit and show you here. Like your teammate died, your Legion died, right? And they're going on other people. Like as soon as someone is dead, it's time to reposition ourselves, right? Because we're a fragile hero. We need to move back. So hitting these tier 3 towers when there's no heroes dead, like you should like remember this, especially as a carry player. It's like really bad. Don't ever go for high ground if no heroes are dead on your opponent's side. And especially with Arc Warden, who, like every time you're hitting a tower like this, you're actually showing your positioning and the enemy can just easily jump you after that. So that kill on the TA was great, but again, it's kind of still ended up with us actually dying here, which I think overall is a net loss for us, because we never want to be dead on Arc Warden. So I think even though you did kill the TA, which was nice and all, it was not worth it to hit the tier 3 tower, especially since you have Legion Commander already dead, and your teammates are no longer leading the engagement for you. So now you're dead for 90. It gives your opponent a chance to take Roche and also go to your high ground, which kind of feels bad. These are like all opportunities for your opponent to come back into the game. So always think like, hey, 5 heroes alive, what do? Let's get Aegis, kill someone outside the base, and then go high ground. That's always going to be your objective. Tempest double. You gotta keep popping the Tempest doubles and just keep letting lanes out with it. Yeah, I think he's just staying on cooldown for way too long most of the time. Nice on the top. Push it out. I mean, they just did rush, right? So it's not gonna be up right now. No point to stick around that. It's like a bomb in there. An atomic bomb. Also, I think the spark rate damage is typically like the talent people go for. Like this lifesteal is kind of hard for Arc Warden to utilize normally. But it's okay to also go for the lifesteal. It's a very safe choice. But I think the rate damage is pretty insane. Especially if you like put it around some areas and your opponent runs into it, they can just lose like half their health. Such a low cooldown too, and you have Hex, so you have like infinite mana essentially. Right, Daedalus. Go on the Tiny, who tried to jump you. You had a Hex on him. Good play.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, let's watch the next fight. Okay, let me go back a bit. Okay, there we go. Now you're a big boy. Now you're 6 slotted. Big boy Arc Warden. This is my favorite part. Game is on. You go on the bristleback first. Turn and start hitting the TA. Good choice. You go back onto the bristleback. You go back to the TA. You reposition yourself. Just exactly what you gotta do. You got a Tempest double. Pop it. Tiny comes in. Oh, this positioning is a little bit awkward because your teammates are dead right now. And then you just kill the Lifestealer who gets jumped by the Pudge. TA goes in. They see the Rio one, but your illusions are actually kicking the TA's ass. Nice magnetic field there. Now you go for the Tiny, they buy back. The Lifestealer is doing pretty good work for you this time around. Pudge has no more mana, Pep the hands. You force out first, you kite, you hex the TA, really nice. You summon another clone, nice. Another hex onto the Lifestealer. Really, really good. Rampage. Double rampage. Triple rampage. And one more. Don't be selfish. Nice do not be selfish line drop as you get your 4th rampage.
Dire's bottom tower.
Or was that the 3rd rampage? Oh, there's the 4th rampage. God damn.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Bottom barracks has fallen.
Damn. That was crazy.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
That kiting.
Dire's middle
Really, really
tower
good.
is under
The
attack.
pike came in really clutch this game.
Dire's middle tower
In that team
has
fight.
fallen. Dire's ancient is under attack.
Ah, GG. Nice. That was really good. You know how to play the hero. You just have to focus more on actually dodging fights with your real hero and farming more. And like not dodging fights, but more like not putting your hero in compromising positions. Like don't run into your opponent. Don't play here, you know? Like you're not a Faces Void or something who needs to run in and cast Chrono. You're an Arc Warden who just needs to keep farming. You see how like the moment you hit 6 slots, that's pretty much your timing, honestly. Like when you're impossible to beat. And you just keep farming until that point. And like if the fights are easy where your team is going in first and then you can join and win the fights, then it's good. But if you don't join the fight last, then it's not good.